Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. Today, I'm going to be talking about the possibility of Jalen Ramsey being interested in joining the Redskins, and I'm also going to be talking about what he would bring to our defense. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So, let's get right into the video. So, yesterday, Jalen Ramsey liked a picture of him in a Redskins uniform, which is really telling because usually players don't do that. And he is a free agent next year. He liked that picture, this exact picture of him in a Redskins uniform, which players usually do not do unless they really want to play there. And obviously, this is not meaning he's going to play here, guys. It doesn't mean we necessarily want him, but I'm going to be talking about another tweet he posted, and also I'm going to be going through why he would be a great fit for the Redskins and what he would bring to the team. So make sure you stay tuned till the end, and I have something at the end of the video to talk about. But yeah, this is the picture he liked. Redskins Today showed it, and also um, last week someone was hating on Dwayne Haskins, and then someone talked about it that you shouldn't be hating on Dwayne Haskins, and then Jalen Ramsey said #facts. I can't wait to see you have much success in this league, Dwayne Haskins. Keep grinding and don't listen to the haters. Make them respect you. And he usually does not support uh, players like that. He's really outspoken and usually does a lot of trash talk. But there, he literally just supported our franchise quarterback and thinks that he's going to be a great player in this league. So that's another sign, and I'm really excited about that. But now let's go ahead and look at his stats and see what he would bring to our team. So, last year he played with the Rams and the Jaguars, got traded for 2 first-round picks, I believe, which was absolutely crazy. And he is a free agent after this year. His rookie year, he had 2 interceptions, 65 yards, a touchdown, a forced fumble, and then in 2017 he had his best year of his career. Played all 16 games. Um, had 4 interceptions, 17 pass deflections, no forced fumbles, but absolutely crazy. Made it all pro. 2018 played pretty good, not as good though. 16 games, 3 interceptions, 13 pass deflections. And then in 2019, had his worst year. Still had a decent year, had an interception, 2 forced fumbles, but part of that was due to him being out a few games because of the issues with the Jaguars, and he had a couple injuries, and switching systems does not help. And also, he had a much better pass rush in 2017 than he did in 2018 and 2019, which I will be talking about because that does apply to the Redskins with our pass rush if he were to join our team. But yeah, he didn't play as good last year, just because of the reasons I said, but still played pretty good. Had an interception, a couple forced fumbles, and 50 tackles. So still played at an elite cornerback level. In my opinion, my top 3 cornerbacks are number 1, Stephon Gilmore, and then number 2 is Jalen Ramsey, and then Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson and Jalen Ramsey are both free agents, but adding him to the team would be great. There you see his stats real quick. We'll look at his advanced stats a little more right there. So in 2018, allowed a 54% completion percentage and a 60 or a 76 pass rating. Really good. And then last year didn't play as good. Played a little bit better in with the Rams, but still didn't play at that level that we're accustomed to him playing. But let me know what you guys think made him drop off a little bit. But I still really like him as a player. But because he can literally play anywhere on the field, he will shut down a whole part of the field just because he's there. He can shut down big time receivers, and any receiver you put him on, he will lock them up. He is a great cornerback, 6'1", 208 pounds, and he is 25 years old. Yes, the money would be that would be an issue. You're going to be probably paying him upwards close to $20 million a year. Whether that be $17 million, $18 million a year, we don't know. If the salary cap increases, it's probably going to be upwards of 18, 19, $20 million. Byron Jones got about $16, $17 million last year or this offseason, and Jalen Ramsey's way better than him, so he has all the leverage, and I think he's going to get a lot of money, and that's going to be an issue, but we have so much money, guys, next year, and we can afford to spend money on one big guy and then use the rest of our money to re-sign players and to maybe sign a couple other players. But our our biggest position of need arguably is tight end and cornerback, and this would probably make cornerback one of our strengths because um you got Kendall Fuller, who's a decent cornerback, still has the potential to be a good cornerback, a Pro Bowl cornerback in this league. You got an All-Pro cornerback in Jalen Ramsey, and then you got a couple young guys that have the potential to be good, and then you got Landon Collins in the secondary, who is a former All-Pro and Pro Bowl player, and then we'll see how Sean Davis does. But that would eliminate the need to go after cornerback in free agency and the early part of the draft, in my opinion, if we were to get Jalen Ramsey. Free agent next year, like I said, but I think it would be great, especially since the NFC East this offseason, the receivers got a lot better overall. I mean, the Giants didn't get much better on the receiving core, but they already had Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton. They have a decent receiving core. The Eagles, they gained their health back. They got Sean Jackson back healthy, Alshon Jeffrey. They got Jalen Reagor, also Marquise Goodwin. So they got a lot of good players, and the Cowboys already had a stacked receiving core with Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, and now they added CeeDee Lamb. So we need a better secondary. Teams are just going to start to pass on us this year. And I think adding someone like Jalen Ramsey or Patrick Peterson could help us out a ton. Also, I think him playing. Oh yeah, he's allowed the third lowest pass rating since coming in the league in 2017. And then I think playing behind a D-line like the Redskins with Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Matt Ioannidis, and then Montez Sweat and Chase Young on the outside is going to help him so much because he played so much better with a good D-line in Jacksonville when they used to be called Saxonville. I think he's good. If he played here, he would have a field day. Quarterbacks would be forced to throw really quickly, and if they didn't have enough time to see that they're throwing at Jalen Ramsey, well, they are screwed. Our D-line and him in the secondary would work perfectly, in my opinion. It would just be absolutely crazy. I think it would be a perfect fit because cornerbacks are on our team like Kendall Fuller, Fabian Moreau, Jimmy Moreland, Ronald Darby. They're already going to benefit from our D-line. But if you throw in a lockdown corner like Jalen Ramsey, quarterbacks are going to have no way of throwing the ball because you're going to be throwing the ball to Kendall Fuller, Jalen Ramsey, Landon Collins, and you're going to have 1.5 seconds to do it or less because you got one of the best D-lines in football throwing to you or coming to you. So it's just going to be crazy if we can get him. I think our defense next year, hopefully we can, I think we will, but hopefully we can get to a top 15 defense after the end of next year. If we get a Jalen Ramsey plus the progression and development of Montez Sweat and Chase Young, I think that our defense in 2021 could be a top 10, top 5 defense if we add Jalen Ramsey. I think it would be absolutely crazy. And then here's a graph, not a graph, but here's the receivers he played against in his career. Some of them are from games he was injured, but Jermaine Kearse, when he was playing against Jalen Ramsey, only 4 catches for 17 yards on 7 targets. AJ Green, 1 catch, 6 yards, 0 touchdowns. Larry Fitzgerald, 3 catches, 12 yards on 8 targets. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches, 61 yards on 7 targets. Kelvin Benjamin, 1 catch for 32 yards and no touchdowns. Alshon Jeffrey, 4 catches, 35 yards. You can see the rest. Also locked down T.Y. Hilton a bunch for 77 yards against T.Y. Hilton's pretty good. The only receivers he did not do good against is Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham. He did though, if you think about it though. He got targeted 13 times and he only allowed 5 catches. Yes, 117 yards is a lot, but still didn't do terrible against him. And then DeAndre Hopkins had a couple good games, or Jalen Ramsey had a couple good games against Hopkins, but Hopkins went off against Ramsey in one game for 12 catches and 147 yards. But you can look at the rest. But overall, he plays really good, and I think he would be a perfect fit with us. And some people were saying, oh, his character issues, but I think, and they're saying, oh, Ron Rivera is not going to allow that. But you already saw Ron Rivera had Cam Newton in his whole career pretty much in Carolina, and he was fine with that. And I think Jalen Ramsey brings that swag to the team like Cam Newton did, and I think Ron Rivera will definitely tolerate that. He also has a good relationship with Landon Collins, which is also good. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think he will sign here if we present him with the contract, and also let me know if you would be willing to pay him $18 million a year. Remember, we do have a lot of cap space, but we do have to spend some of our money on re-signing our guys. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, Terry McLaurin, all those guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button. And I might stream today. We will see about that, but let's go. Peace. HTTR.